we have torches and stuff. We can create at least a little bit of light for travel and some darkness.
Right.
Won't be much.
So our choices are we either take our chances with the wildlife here in this cavern, or we push on ahead and take our chances with the elements.
Right. I want to check and see at what like exhaustion point the horses are at. Like how much further do I think that we can push them?
They're pretty dog tired. You could push them further if you needed to, but if you were going to leave right now, it would be almost in near pitch black with you don't know what's coming at you, and these animals are getting tired.
How far away would the next waypoint be?
It's another good day's ride to the Frost Gate.
How long would the horses need to rest to have like full power again?
I mean, we could push them, but this may hurt us later in the journey. I'll leave it up to you all. This is your trek.
No, I'd rather they were. That's what I was asking. Like, I would rather them go ahead and get rest now.
Yeah.
And if the weather hasn't started by the time they're good to go, I say we can go ahead and go. But if the weather's starting to turn, then maybe fortify. What do you guys think?
Tell me, Kaveth, what's the chances that if we push on ahead, this will just follow us and attack us when we're not fortified? Is this so unusual to you that this is completely new terrain?
I'm uncomfortable. I'll be honest with you. I don't like the cries that I've heard. I'm not used to them being this low on the ridgeline.
If we stay here and fortify,
We'll stay here and fortified.
I think that's the best idea.
Defensive build? Okay.
if we try to go find some other place, we won't have time to set up.
I'll be honest with you, I don't feel comfortable leading this group in the night. Again, there's not much else except for a full day ride from the down to the Frost Gate.
It's 9 p.m. right now.
Aye.
Okay,
A few
so
hours to set up.
in about 10-ish hours, it'll be morning time. And if the weather hasn't started then we'll be able to continue on and be good.
do that?
Huh?
How often can you see the weather?
Oh, it's a cantrip. I can do it whenever. Oh, sorry.
So, if you can do that whenever, then maybe we'll hunker down for 10 hours, check the weather again, see if maybe it tells us that that storm is cleared up after the 24 hours, and we'll know it's coming sooner rather than later. Moving the 24-hour period could change where the storm is coming from.
Yeah.
Possible?
Yeah. I mean, I can do this pretty much whenever, and I just like, as an example, poof it out again.
That's terrifying.
It doesn't show the same image.
As you do,
Like it's
you guys,
literally been
you guys
like
have
3
like,
minutes.
yeah, it's pretty much the same.
Okay.
But did you have an axe with you by chance? I'm assuming you do.
I don't actually. I more use the nature to my advantage. I try not to break what I can.
Do you have a weapon? A weapon?
You've been
my bow
whittled.
and he pulls out this like short kind of like, again, utilitarian dagger.
Okay.
Like I mostly do my fighting by hiding.
Gotcha. Well, that's something.
Okay. Well, is there any way we can fortify this cavern from the outside to give us protection on things that may try to enter?
I mean, we could go further into the alcove here. There's a small cave in the back.
Yeah.
But this cart and these horses, we can't take them back there with us.
I don't want to be too far away from the mouth of this cave in case the snow begins to fall from the front.
Hey,
We need a
We
quick
gotta
way
make sure
out.
to protect the horses too, because they get the wolves.
you've heard the wolves.
Alright, so here's what we'll do. Miram and Torin, maybe you guys come with me out into the woods and we start trying to find some broken trees, things that we could some way shave into some form of spikes to try to set up around the front to give anything running at us
Yeah.
pretty nasty surprise.
Make kind of a
Put that in the front,
wall.
we put us between the horses, so if anything does happen, we can defend ourselves better than they can.
Mm-hmm.
Sound good?
Yep.
Alright,
Sounds like a plan.
so me,
And this is all like an overhang, and there's basically like it goes out this way over the top of the road, but this is the road that you guys are on.
this is the cave.
This is like the alcove and what it's covered. Like it's a huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this kind of like tapers off, goes further back and tapers off into a small little cave. But like.
But this whole area is essentially covered in dry from the snow.
Yes.
except for like this first little 5 foot
Yeah.
kind of thing. Okay.
Like it's basically like it jets out to about here, and there's like snow going around over here.
Okay, here's what we want to do. We want to take me and Silvus, the kind of brains and idea of this here, and then we want to go out into the wilderness, find some trees that we can cut down with our own weapons, swords, axes that we have, and try to shave them into spikes that I want to jut out of the ground, pointing out.
Okay.
I want to try to do that over the next 2 hours or so to kind of coat the area where we're going to be at to prevent something from running straight at us.
So basically, from 9 to 11, you're going to spend 2 hours to try and.
Well, Silvus, could you set up camp while we did this? That way I can
Yeah,
help them out.
I can make sure the horses
that
are in a
way-
safe location towards the back.
You set up
Take
that,
care of all
set up
that,
the
yeah.
tents.
You can't
get
leave the
everything set
horses
up like
into the
this,
cave
right?
or something?
That's what I was doing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was
Um,
saying. Like, I'm going to lead them towards the back where they'll
you
be
can
safe.
safe.
use the
set up
wagon.
camp with him, and we'll go out and try to set up some fortifications for this.
I'll do what you need me to.
All right,
You can use
good.
the wagons themselves as a sort of barricade too.
Yeah, that's,
Mm.
Now.
like
If that
the
wagon gets destroyed, we'll be in a pinch.
Mm.
I'd rather see if maybe we can try to set up something first, and if last comes to last, I think you're right. I think we should use it as a
Yeah.
barricade.
my plan was to basically lead the horses with the cart kind of towards the back and kind of create like a little, not stable, but as close to one as I can formulate with what I have.
You get a wall
Does that make
behind
sense?
you.
Team Reserve, you
Yeah.
have issues with this? This is
The
not
best
my.
we can do.
This is not my element. So if anyone has any other ideas,
Also,
No.
It's not
from
mine
sorry,
either.
from your rations, each of you subtract a breakfast and a lunch.
Let's see here.
This track
Well,
so far.
That was from the carts.
Yeah, let's
rations,
just,
not
like,
our personal.
are you
So-
keeping like an inventory of everything?
I still have this.
You have the 2 weeks of people rations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
So,
subtract
minus-
what
2 days now.
2 days from that for
Yeah.
4 people, so 8.
Yeah.
Right. Just take 8 away from the total of what was it? 4, 1, 6, 4, 5. Oh god.
I've got a calculator. If you want it.
6. Should be 60, 68, right?
How much? 2 weeks.
14 times 4, 68.
56.
Oh man, I was way off there.
Mm.
That's terrible. Oh yeah, I was adding 4, not multiplying. Okay, my bad. So 56 minus what?
8.
8. Yeah.
8. Yeah.
So we're at 50
We just keep
now.
a party inventory of that stuff, so we don't have to eat.
Yeah.
each other's stuff.
That's what I had said earlier. Like for the stuff that we're leaving in the cart, just have a
Yeah.
separate inventory
I
written
am a
for
soldier, so
And then
it's
also
like-
horse feed too. How much do we need to?
2 days worth.
We have 2 weeks worth.
You have 2 weeks worth of that. So
that. So 14 days.
Perfect.
So we have 12 days worth of horse feed left. Oh yeah, the number would be exactly the same since we have 4 horses. Smart.
Alright.
So we're gonna try to do that, I guess. Find some trees we can cut down and make some spike, make like a spike barricade across the
all right.
thing.
So whoever is helping,
I'm just kind of going with them to instruct them on my idea of
Okay.
it, because
so
I'm not gonna. Be
whoever
good at
is
helping them.
searching, physically searching for these, do an investigation check for me.
I'm with them searching, so I'll help them with that part.
Then I'll say, since you're surveying, they both get it at advantage.
Okay, so
Are
they
we
can
both
both
with
go
you?
at advantage.
Yes.
The 3 of us are out doing the thing. Kavoth and Silvus are back at the thing, setting up like a camp for us to sleep at.
Mm. Alright, well, we're already doing it. I was suggesting one of us stay with them. Help them
I'm
out.
assuming you're also like holding the torch and trying to like help them
Yeah.
find these things. Okay.
What are those circles?
So,
Oh, well, we'll
Like
make
a
a
rock.
carry more between us. Never mind.
Yeah. Also, you 2 are the strongest, and
Let's roll.
so you both have advantage.
Yeah.
Nice symmetry.
Pretty good.
10.
12. Is,
Okay.
What did you say this was?
Perception.
This is investigation. You're looking for logs that are going to be easy enough and sturdy enough to kind of do what you need them to do.
Yeah.
Small enough to whittle, but big enough to
Yeah.
damage something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My investigation is 11 total.
9.
11 total. You find
I'm not good at looking.
5 trees that fit this need. You find like 3.5.
Nah. Huh.
Okay.
Alright.
I get
And
turned.
this takes 2 out. Like this is a full hour of searching for these. So you have like an hour to kind of come back and set up and fortify.
So over the
if you
next
want.
hour, could we pick them up, bring them back, and fortify?
I'd say yes. Roll. Just since you're directing this, I'm gonna say roll a.
Performance check.
No, I'm gonna say. Intelligence. Because you're like
Positioning.
positioning and get everything set it up.
Okay.
From the map if we weren't gonna get attacked.
Not always.
You never.
7.
7. Okay. I mean, this isn't exactly like fortifying a place for defense is not exactly your best thing.
I am a soldier,
with the,
so I would have an idea of how to.
I'd say then you go ahead and roll one for me.
Wisdom.
As I'm kind of
Intelligence.
Okay.
Well, I'd say for this sake, wisdom, because you are a soldier.
For me, I'm trying to do
Covered
it.
wars.
I'm trying to do it from a method standpoint. He's trying to do
Oh.
it from experience.
Oh, you
Yeah.
guys.
What are you doing, man?
It's been a while since your day doing the encampments. You notice this doesn't exactly look like the best thing you've ever put together, but I mean, you think it'll hold. I'd say, how many total did I say? It was like
4 and
3.5.
3.5.
I had
No,
five.
she had 5.
Oh,
I
5
had
and 3.5.
So 8 and a
so.
half.
And
So
once we get
8.5.
back, I would suggest that we cut each one in half and make shorter spikes.
That's going to take more time.
I'm willing to stay up a little bit into the night to help do this.
Okay.
I have 2 hand axes, so I can hand you one to work on it.
So you guys spent, like, you tell them plan, you guys start splitting up these things, and as you do, you hear...
Oh, ain't good.
And then you hear 2 other calls back and forth.
Are we inside of the cave?
You guys are all kind of like standing up front here.
Alright, let's start putting these up just in case anything
We
happens.
must work fast.
Yep. We need to get this set up. I need to get my hammer, and we need to prepare.
So, you guys spend this...
take what we have, yes, this next time, just in working all on this.
Yeah.
I would say I'll pull Kavoth over and Silvis at this point too, because they have camp set. We're all helping whittle these down and stake them into the ground.
What are we putting these on? You've got
As far across the inches as we can, so we have
8.5. Take the 8, so you've got 14.
so we have about 17
You've got-
in total if we split them all in half.
You've got 15 if you split them all in half.
8 times